Good day, viewers. Walter here. Thought I'd do a little bit of a medical update. I know my viewers probably getting sick and tired of hearing me talking about medical updates. I've had my go of problems getting my surgery done, and I'm not going to do any detail explaining. If you're not one of my regular viewers, you have to go back and look at some of the other videos. But I was supposed to get surgery already, and it never got done for various reasons. Today I went to my new surgeon over in Fayetteville at a different hospital. And I think there was a reason, somebody upstairs looking out for me maybe. There's a reason why I had to change doctors. Not an earthly reason. But the problem was, when I explained to the first surgeon about my ruptured appendix back 20 years ago, I asked him, it had to heal from the inside out. So that my stomach had an open wound. It had to grow back together. It took probably 2 or 3 months before I could go back to work. We had to poke gauze soaked in pure iodine down in my stomach. And each day it would grow just a little bit more closed. So I'm aware of the scar tissue that's in my stomach. I can feel it. It was because my appendix ruptured. Well, here I am needing a colectomy, which is taking out part of your colon. I'm sitting here comfortable, by the way, because we just got back from the doctor's office. And got out of my good clothes. Come out here to rest. I'll whine about that in a minute. But anyway, I asked the first doctor, I won't use his name, he had a car wreck or something, for some reason had to cancel the surgery, about all this scar tissue in my stomach. I said, wouldn't that be right down to the peridium? Scar tissue was just embedded right into that. Aren't you going to have trouble getting the large intestines, which is what your colon is, detached from that? And I pulled up my shirt and showed the doctor today. Let me come back to that. I told the first doctor about that. Oh, it's no problem. We just snip it right out of there, trim it right out of there. They were talking about doing a robotic arthroscopic remote control surgery. And that's what I had my hopes up for getting when I went today. Went to the new surgeon. He's a real good surgeon, specialist in doing colon surgery. And when I explained to them, he gave me an entirely different answer than the first doctor did. When I showed him my scar, which is about that long, he said, he thought about it a minute. I could see the gears turning in his head. He said, any time in the past when I've encountered that situation, he had a term for it, where the scar tissue was deep like that. I can't think of what it was. But he said, any time like that, we wound up having to cut them all the way open. So that's what we're going to have to do. And that's a little scary. But he explained to me that he wouldn't have any room to go. If he went in there, there's probably better than a 50-50 chance that he's going to have to cut me from one end to the other anyway, even if he has got the robot machine. Turns out there's 28 doctors around this part of the country waiting to use that robot machine. That's what took so long on the first surgery being delayed. We were waiting for that machine. When it came my turn, the doctor had an accident, and I never got to use it. Well, here it is a couple weeks later, and I'm giving you another medical update. Well, today he told me somebody's turning around my driveway. Yeah, today he explained to me that he's going to have to do it the old-fashioned way and cut me from one end to the other. because he wouldn't have room to get all that scar tissue loose. And he being an expert, I said, you're the expert. Whatever you think, that's what we'll do. So it's going to require a stay in the hospital, probably a little bit longer than what it would have been had I got the robotic surgery. I go to see, it's at Fayetteville Hospital, which is a 45-minute drive from here, any way you look at it. So Contrary Mary ain't going to be able to run them down the road a whole lot visiting me. But the surgery is going to be June the 13th. I got to go on the 6th for my pre-op and whatever they do to tell you to get ready for surgery. Check your blood and all that. The surgery is supposed to be on the 13th or thereabouts. So I know my viewers probably getting tired of me whining about my medical update, but I wanted to update you on what the situation was. We went and drove in that traffic all the way today and got over there to Fayetteville. I had a colonoscopy done there once, and I don't remember it being that big. They must have been large, the place. That hospital is huge. It's Piedmont Fayetteville Hospital. It's a Wellstar Hospital, I think. Well, we parked and walked about a half a mile from the parking lot. Couldn't find a handicap spot. Got up there where we thought the door was. Went in there, went up on the elevator to the 3rd floor because we looking for 301. Turned out to be it was 3100. We were in the wrong building. By then, I done walked a mile. My walking ain't too good these days. Right leg cramps up and started hurting. We got back downstairs and they brought a golf cart for handicapped people or whatever and drove us all the way around that hospital to the other side, the east entrance. Got into the doctor's office and did my visit, which I've already told you about. And it's not something I look forward to, but it's not like I have a choice. On the way back, we stopped at Captain D's. Got that big old tea. We had some really hot fish. We get it to go every time you get home. It's cold and it ain't halfway decent to eat. But it was fresh out of the deep fryer. Nice and hot. I got me some French fries and broccoli and 3-piece fish dinner. I think she had a shrimp and fish dinner. And it was good. Nice and hot. We stopped after that at the grocery store, a Publix grocery store. So we got us a big old Publix foot-long sub, 2 of them. We'll probably eat them tomorrow. I'm going to have to get out here and cut grass. Probably tomorrow if it ain't raining. Grass is getting out of control. I got out there yesterday on a Sunday, and I videoed it, but I had trouble with my camera. I started cutting the top out of a crepe myrtle bush, which is blocking part of my satellite receiver here for Starlink. I got about half of it cut out of there, but that tree is huge. I filled up the whole back of my pickup truck with limbs. I mean, it was stacked so high I couldn't reach on it. You see where I scratched my arms all the heck trying to load that stuff. But I about overdid it yesterday with that work. So the tree's only about half cut down. I'm not cutting the whole tree down, I'm just topping the crepe myrtle, cutting out the top 15, 20 feet. Hoping it'll live and grow new limbs down at the bottom like you see some of these different places where they trim their crepe myrtles back. And if for some reason it don't live, I know it's probably not the right year to prune. If it don't live, I'll just wind up cutting it all down. All I gotta do is get rid of them 2 big old red tips out there that are dead. Probably wind up paying somebody to come and get them gone. This big huge oak tree got to go. Anyway, just wanted to touch base with my viewers and let you know what the situation was. I'm a little tired from all that walking today. Hope y'all have a good evening. This is Pwalpar. If you're not having a good day, I hope you have a better tomorrow. I've got a cardinal sitting up there on the wire, just looking down at me. Pwalpar, the seed is empty. When are you going to fill up the bird seed? Come on, Walter. Well, I guess I'll listen to him. He's crying for food. I'll walk it out there and feed him. And turn the camera. I'll go feed that bad boy. Maybe if I zoom in.